Hello. About a year ago, I made a video discussing being open to working with ESL, Blast, and pretty much anyone again. A lot of the points were in that video, but just to quickly summarize, and I will link the video in the description box below if you also want to check out and have a bit more of a comprehensive explanation. But basically that my thoughts and position had changed, which it's a perfectly natural thing. You know, you go through life, you learn things, you reassess, and you change. The person that you were 5 years ago probably isn't going to be the same person you are today in some different ways, shapes, and forms. And although I completely own what I said, and at the time I thought it was the correct decision, my position is just simply different now. I'm going to explain a few reasons why. So a lot of my concerns with working with ESL in initially the first few months simply haven't come to fruition. I'm not a political guy, nor do I have any interest in being political at any point. You'll never see me making political tweets or statements or anything like that. I have zero interest. And I didn't want to become sort of a mouthpiece for politics and things that I just didn't agree with. So that's really one of the main reasons why. I had a lot of people I felt like this could affect and impact on a personal level. And having spoken to those people in my life that this affects the most, all of them without exception, and I'm talking 10 plus, have asked what the hell I'm doing. Why am I throwing away this 15 plus year career that I've sacrificed for and really put as my primary focus, above all else, relationships, other career paths, everything. And I can't really disagree. I've also spoken to a lot of people behind the scenes, in front of the camera, and behind in the production. And from what I've heard, pretty much everything is the same behind the scenes in the day-to-day running of the events as it was when I worked with ESL last, which, by the way, was in 2021. I haven't worked with ESL for a very long time indeed. I'm not driven by money. I'm not driven by any of those things, actually, believe it or not. But that is obviously a lot of money that has been left on the table, and more importantly, a lot of opportunities that have been left on the table. And although I'm not driven by money, you'd be a fool to think that money doesn't matter. You know, it keeps a roof over your head, food on the table, etc., etc. But that's not really what this is about. Ultimately, I just feel like my story isn't finished in casting, and I have many goals and aspirations I still want to achieve. There's plenty of gas left in the tank, you know, like these last few years I've been actively casting. Well, I say last few years, like the last 15 years. I've been actively casting and working my way up through different games, through different companies, through different tiers, and really trying to hone my craft and be the best version of myself that I can be in front of the mic. But I haven't reached anywhere close to where I want to. I want to be the best I can be. I want to be one of the best casters in Counter-Strike, in the best duo alongside Jackie. You know, in a short period of time, the two of us have done really well, I honestly think. I think the chemistry is naturally there. Peers, tournament organisers have really received us very well and been very happy with our work. And I think that if we go for it in every possible opportunity, then we can be a real, legit contender up there as one of the best duos. It's still early days, but in order for that to happen, I have to be able to work with as many of the best companies as possible, and ESL just is one of the best companies. It's one of the biggest companies that has a huge amount of events and opportunities. And so it's not just for me, it's for the duo as well alongside Jackie. We've been offered a lot of stuff after the RMRs and after the newbie stream on the major, and I had to make a decision. Like, am I wanting to basically sit back and pass up all these opportunities, effectively also hurting Jackie's career, or are we going to go for it? I've decided I'm going to go for it. So I'll be working with ESL in the upcoming days. I plan on accepting work pretty much from anybody, and this is going to be my primary focus. I turned down a lot of work over a 3-year period. I made a lot of sacrifices, which I thought at the time were the correct decisions. But quite simply put, my position has changed, and now I'm ready to start the grind fully again. I have been grinding, but now I'm open to all opportunities, which hopefully means a lot more work and a lot more possibilities for Jackie and I to become the best duo that we possibly can. For all of those that have been supportive, thank you very much. It's almost a daily occurrence on my stream where I get messaged or tweeted at asking why I'm not casting this event or that event. And some of it's out of your hands, of course. That's always the nature of freelancing. That's the way it always will be. That's the way it works. But now I can say that I've kind of removed the shackles from myself, and I'm going to start to try and push forward and cast a lot more. If you're not happy about this and this upsets you or you don't like it, I completely understand. But please respect my decision. Just as I made in my original video, I was very clear not to witch hunt other people or casters, because everyone's situation is different from one another financially, part in life, opinions. I didn't expect anybody else to say anything at all, and I've kept that throughout very consistently, and so I just ask that you show me the same level of respect. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you in some tournaments very shortly. Peace.